Hi everyone, it's Pamela Ferguson and I wanted to come to you live today and talk about the big buzz about side hustles. So why is it that you keep hearing this term side hustle, and why does everybody say they're so great? What the heck is a side hustle? Basically, when you have a job, you're thinking ahead and maybe thinking, well, what happens? Maybe my employer isn't loyal to me. Maybe I'm not going to like this job forever, or maybe eventually I'd like to retire to have a decent income and not work at Walmart. A lot of reasons why someone might want a side hustle. I'm making my bills, but I don't have extra money for retirement, college savings. I have credit card bills that I just can't seem to get out from under. I'd like to go on a vacation that I've always dreamed of going. Things like that are reasons why people have side hustles. So side hustles don't mean, or shouldn't necessarily mean, that you have to spend a ton of time doing something outside of your regular job. So it could be maybe 5 hours a week. How much time do you waste, well, on social media, on Netflix or whatever? Way more than 5 hours. It's just something to be able to build up something on the side to help out just in case something happens. What are the benefits besides earning additional money for those those things that I mentioned? Generally, if we're talking about a direct sales side hustle, flexible schedule, unlimited income potential, you are your own boss. You're not worried about being fired. There's a lot of things about being your own boss with a big company behind you, meaning it's kind of like you own your own franchise. It's not a franchise, but it's kind of like that, but with not any of the responsibility that comes with a franchise. So there's a reason why it seems like, oh, everybody's doing direct sales now. Do you ever say, well, why? Why do I think it has come so big, and why do I think that it seems like somebody is selling something? Number one, I mean, you look at these companies, they're all very reputable, good products. I say all, I'm sure there's exceptions to there, but I could talk about many different companies that I'm like, good products, good products, good products. So there's that. So we have good products, that we have businesses that say, you know what? Retail is not what it used to be. People are not going to the store. They are not, people are ordering online. People were relying on a recommendation of a friend way more than they were relying on a recommendation of a paid movie star. If your friend says, oh my gosh, you need to try this is amazing, people are more likely to try it. So there's that. We have good products, quality companies. Most of the time, if any of these products, if we're talking about a company that's been around for any significant amount of time, it's going to be a quality company. So we have quality products, quality company, quality people. Okay, I have a master's degree. I work with doctors. I work with stay-at-home moms. I work with dentists. I work with CEOs. I work with some stars. I work with all kinds of people. I work with people who barely finished high school. I worked with somebody who works on a car line. The varying of people that can do this job and be successful is huge. So there's not like, oh, you have to be this to do this job. You don't. If you have grit, if you have that, you'll succeed. I don't care if you're 18. I don't care if you're 50. I don't care if you have zero education besides high school. I don't care if you have a PhD. None of that matters. If you have grit and are willing to follow along, successful people and what they've done, you will succeed. But, you're not going to do this. This is not your real job, right? It's a side hustle. So what does that mean? It means taking 15 minutes a day and sharing the products with people and say, hey, this is really good. Taking an hour a day and doing that. For me, I share somewhat on videos as well as talking to people in person and via social media. So that's what it's done. Now, is it a get-rich-quick scheme? It's not a get-rich-quick I mean, there are people who do, but overall, I would say no. I would say it's probably like a 3 to 5 year plan before you can really see really nice income that potentially could replace your main hustle, right? Your main job. Am I saying that you have to quit your job? No. I'm saying that people have done it and it's possible. Whether you want to make $200 a month, $10,000 a month, there's people making all of those and much higher. Unlimited income potential. So before you say, oh, direct sales, I couldn't do that, that's not for me, or isn't that a scam? Think about this, waiting a year for a 50-cent raise. Doesn't that sound more like a scam? A year for a 50-cent raise? That's awful. What would you do with $200 a month? That's a game changer for most families. A game changer. That's going into bankruptcy or losing a house in foreclosure. $200 a month can make all the difference in the world. Just that little bit extra that can help out. What if you had $500? What if it was $1,000 extra a month? What if it was $1,500? Blah, 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 as we go up. So if you enjoy talking to other people, this could be a job for you. I actually work with a lot of introverts who are very successful, because it's not just you going out and talking to everybody you possibly can. That would be nice, but it's not always the extroverts who do the best in this business. It's about connections with people. So if you're introverted and have a small group of friends who have friends who have friends who have friends, that's how things grow. So it doesn't necessarily mean, well, I don't like to talk to people. Is it because you're shy? That's okay. You don't have to go up to a stranger in the grocery store and say, hey, this is my product. That's not for everybody. Some people do that. I'm not so much of that person, and I'm very outgoing. Don't think because what you've heard, oh, it's not for me. I don't know. It might not be for you, but I think you deserve for yourself at least to get the information and find out. Okay, what is this? What do you actually do? How do you spend your day? How can I make money? All those kinds of questions. And then you can say, yeah, I think it sounds amazing. I think I can do this. Or, yeah, I'm not ready yet to try that. And that's okay too. You have to find out the timing that's right for you. Now, if you're like, okay, maybe I'll look at direct sales, how do you decide which is a good one? I'll find a good fit for you. First of all, you should like the product. I work for a skincare company. I have to admit that literally when I started, I did not even wash my face. So it's not like you have to be, I'm like super into skincare and makeup and cosmetics. That was not me. That was not me at all. However, I looked at the business and said, okay, this is something big. As I mentioned, I have a master's degree, so my focus was business, and I said, okay, this is different. So you want to look at the products. Are they good products? Are they successful? Are they growing as a brand? Number 2 is ideally you will find a consumable product. So what's a consumable product? Means something that they will use and they will need more of. So there are companies who, jewelry and bags and things like that, which I adore. However, how many bags can you have? And they're good quality because it's a good company, but you're constantly having to do more things. Versus if you have a consumable product, maybe it's for makeup or skin or hair, that people will consume them and they'll need to purchase more. So that's, if you're looking to be a business owner, you want a consumable product. And you also want a company that has a reputable corporate that's is there a lot of things going against them? Is there a lot of issues? Do they have a good return things? Do they offer a money back guarantee? What's their customer service like? And honestly, if you ask a rep, most likely they'll be very honest with you. These people don't just want to sell you. That's not why people join direct sales. They want to help people. I know that sounds cheesy, but they do. They believe in what they do, and they believe it completely changed their lives. Either, their skin or their weight, also maybe their finances can make all the difference in the world. So the reason that someone may be sharing it with you is not to try to sell you or be suave and sneaky. How about they say, wow, this really changed my life. Let me help it change yours. don't look into it and always think the negative, that the only reason they're reaching out to you is to get a sale. How about they really like you and think that you could benefit from this? Or they think it's a really great product and they think you'd like it too. Would you get angry at someone if they said, oh, you should go to Angelina's and get the pasta primavera because it's amazing? Would you be like, I can't believe that she's telling me about something she likes? Of course not. Side hustle, there is a reason why so many people are going into direct sales. It works, right? You can make money that way. You can work your own schedule. The other thing I would say, if you are looking for companies, some of them require you to have parties to make money. Some of them don't. Some of them you just go on their website and order. Some companies have quotas and minimums. Some don't. So those are important things to ask as well. But hopefully you learned a little bit about a side hustle, and reach out to me and I'd love to chat with you about it. Have a great day.